Hi there. I thought I'd make a short video showing you some of the books which have inspired me over the years. Um, I don't know about you, but I sometimes feel with social media, I mean, it's great. We've got access to so many different artists' work and not just famous, successful ones, but all artists. We can delve further in, we can see their processes, but I sometimes find it can be a wee bit much sometimes and a bit overwhelming. Don't stop watching my videos, please. I actually really enjoy making those videos. Um, and there's definitely a place for social media in the world of art, but it's also nice to have some actual books too. I think it's a slower and a quieter way of looking at art, which is nice sometimes. So I'm going to start with this one. Reassuringly dog-eared. I've had this since I was a teenager, and it features the watercolors of Charles Rennie Mackintosh. This is Charles Rennie Mackintosh here. He was best known for being a pioneering architect. He was from here in Glasgow. I think we're quite proud of him. He's one of our famous sons, but he was internationally known for his groundbreaking Art Nouveau buildings. But I really love his watercolors. Um, he does these beautiful sort of botanical drawings, so exquisitely drawn. And look at the beautiful colours in the petals here, absolutely gorgeous. And I remember being 15, 16, up in my room trying to copy these. I was actually having a conversation with my own teenage daughter the other day about how different it was before we all had our own phones. I mean, you're either downstairs watching Bergerac with the rest of the family, or you're up in your room listening to music, pottering around, drawing. I mean, there wasn't really that much else to do, I suppose. I'm aware I'm sounding more and more like an old dinosaur, but and maybe I am, probably am actually. But it was happy memories. I've got a really intense memory actually of really trying to copy the. I love this one. It's called Faded Roses. I love all the beautiful watery colours there. And I actually remember with my little tin of watercolors, you can probably see the yellow and the various little splodges of paint. I remember trying to copy that one. It's really lovely. I mean, look at this beautiful line work in this. It's more abstracted, this one. I just really love his drawings and his paintings. And he spent the last few years of his life actually in a little village in the south of France, near a place called Collage, where I've been a couple of times actually. And so the last few of his paintings were from that area, and I just love these rocks. Actually, it's from just a year before he died. These beautiful stylized rocks. You can really tell he was an architect from the draftsmanship. Anyway, this book is it's been with me for a long time, and it's just something I always go back to feel inspired. But fast forward 30 years or so, when I was trying to get my head around acrylic painting, I was a complete beginner. I think I mentioned in an earlier video about trying to get a foothold into layered surfaces and experimenting a lot by myself. Around about that time, I came across this book, which really takes it back to basics. It really sort of demystified it for me. It's by Chris Cozen and Julie Pritchard. Really sort of fired me up and got me excited to experiment more. It's really nicely set out. It's got step-by-steps, really nice to read. And I went through a stage of carrying this around with me all over the place, in the bus, the hairdresser. I actually wrote a blog post about that, which I'll put in the description below the video in case you're interested in reading that. But I'm just so grateful for this book because it really helped me get on my way and get on track. And I kind of wanted to mark that in some way. And I actually got in touch with Julie Pritchard because I really love her work. And wait till I find this one. I bought this one and it's on my bedroom wall, and it's still on my bedroom wall. So I see it every day and it still inspires me every day. Just this book just really helped me really get on my way with painting. And around about the same time, I also carried this book about with me all over the place. And I can date this book because my dog was a puppy at the time, and I remember he got hold of it and chewed the corners. I love this book. It's Collage Workbook by Randall Plowman. I just love his style, you know, the texture, the spatters, the looseness, but also the sort of straight lines and the sort of grid composition that he uses a lot. It's a really lovely contrast. But what really inspired me was seeing photography within a painting. It really sort of, I think, adds a whole new dimension, something so real with its own story, but transplanted into this sort of abstract world of paint and texture and shapes. I thought it was so potent and just something that I had to explore. Yeah, this is a book that just makes me happy every time I flick through it. And there's just so much to see as well. I love it. I just wanted to end then with this one, as I actually got this very recently from the Grayson Perry show in Edinburgh a couple of months ago. I absolutely loved this show. It was big, it was colourful, it was witty, you know, there's plenty of humour in it. It was poignant. It was all of these things and more. And I love Grayson Perry. His books on art are really, they're so engaging and fun, and I really recommend them if you haven't come across them before. And this exhibition, I sort of came away, they're just beautiful, big, colourful tapestries. And I sort of came away with a feeling of a sort of connection, which is, I think, what we're searching for when we go to any exhibition or a concert or a play for that matter, any of the arts. That's why if I've enjoyed an exhibition, I like to bring a bit of it home with me. So not necessarily a book, because obviously books are expensive, but even just postcards. There's various postcards from exhibitions I've been to that I've enjoyed. That was Linda McCartney retrospective when it was in Glasgow a couple of years ago. David Hockney in Normandy, I really enjoyed that exhibition. In fact, with that one, I also bought a magnet. So if you ever wonder who on earth buys these tacky fridge magnets from the gift shop of exhibitions, well, it's me. I proudly buy them because, you know, it's nice. I've got 2 or 3 of these in my fridge, and, you know, I catch a glimpse for a millisecond every time I open the door, and it brings back, you know, a nice memory for me. So I like having things. I've got these postcards propped up around my studio or around the house, and you know, it's important for me to have these nice memories around me. So anyway, thank you for watching to the end of this video. If you get any art books that you find inspiring, I'd really love to hear about them as well. Anyway, thank you again, and see you soon. Bye for now.